can I ask about your relationship with Mac and Sullivan? Do you guys work out together in the summer?
We've just skated together a little bit over the past few years. This year I wasn't able to skate until later, obviously, with my hand. So, but I've kind of seen him and known about him for a long time now. So, obviously, the way he's evolved into the player he is at this point so fast is very impressive.
Yeah, well, you've been in that situation. You were a young 18-year-old coming in. I guess, like, how tough is it to do what he's doing right now, second year in the league?
I mean, extremely difficult. I mean, there's only really a handful of guys that have been able to step in and make the impact that he has so far. So obviously it'll be a challenge for us tomorrow, but one that we'll be ready for sure.
What do you see about his skill set from watching him, even on TV? That he's got?
I mean, like in summer skates, obviously his skill level's high. He's a really good skater. But playing against him a couple times now and then watching him on TV, it's his compete and the way that he thinks the game that is what's able to allow him to have success already like this at this level and just be hard to play against. He's just competing all over the ice, and you can see that maybe a little bit in summer, but you got to get into real hockey to bring that out, and obviously it's still easier said than done, and to do it on a nightly basis is very impressive.
Thinking the game is the toughest for a young player, though? This level?
I mean, I would say competing against bigger guys that you're not used to every night is probably the hardest part. I think if you can think the game, it helps you, especially early on, and then you can kind of grow your game into that. But he thinks the game so well. And just is hard on pucks and takes pucks into dirty areas and gets a lot of success off that.
How old was he when you started skating with him in the summers? Was he a young kid, or was he like this?
I only started skating with him for the past maybe 3 years, I guess. So I mean, still a young kid, but whereas Bedard was he was a lot younger when. But obviously, those guys have a really good group of young guys that they. Skate together with all the time. They're always on the ice and they're always having fun with it. So I feel like the old man when I go out there with them, but definitely keeps me on my toes.
They obviously learn a lot from you. What do you learn from them?
I mean that I got to keep trying to improve my game, and I mean just the skill level that they play at, the intensity. I mean they love the game so much too, and. But they're all such good skaters. They all have incredible hands. And then it's a guy like Celebrini where he can think the game. He's going to compete on everything. That's what's been separating him for sure. And so I mean, from my standpoint, I got to keep trying to improve. And obviously, been in the league for a long time now, but I got to find a way to stay in it and keep trying to get better here.
He's the face of the team that is kind of the up-and-coming group in the NHL. How do you guys prepare for your game tomorrow against San Jose? What do you guys talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously haven't seen them yet, but they're where they are for a reason. Watch them a little bit on TV, and they play hard. They have they got a lot of skill other than him as well, but it's going to be their structure that's kind of allowing them to have the success that they're having this season. So. It's certainly not going to be an easy night. We're going to have to prepare for it. We're going to have a good start and kind of play our game. And obviously, when Macklin's out there, you got to be aware, know that he's on the ice. But they have a lot of, especially some young guys that can make you pay. So they play a fast game, and we'll have to match that tomorrow.
Similar young team to Anaheim, or Anaheim has more?
I mean, well, we haven't seen San Jose yet, so it's obviously hard to judge. They might be similar in some ways. I mean, Anaheim definitely has young skill, and they play a fast game. But it's also everybody's structured now. If you're going to have success in this league, it's not just going to be freewheeling and have these young guys just scoring a few points every night. You have to play a structured game, or else you're going to pay for it. And these young teams are starting to buy into that, and that's going to allow them to have more success. For sure.
Teams in the stretch drive before the Olympics, can you kind of talk about the importance of finishing hard, leaning at the tape, and closing these 4 games?
Yeah, we know we're in a huge stretch right now. Obviously, with basically you're barely playing in February, so the timeline's kind of pushed up right now. So we know where we're at. These are going to be some important games down this little stretch here.